walang rematch ng La Union International Pro ang men's finals dahil muling nakaharap ni Esquivel si Kai Hamase ng Japan. Pero sa pagkakataong ito, mas nanaig si Esquivel matapos na makapagtala ng 17.40 points laban sa 15.65 points ni Hamase. Sa naging panayam ng PTV Sports kay Esquivel, sinabi niya na masaya siya na masungkit ang titulo sa men's longboard dito sa Pilipinas. Samantala, para naman sa women's longboard finals, nagtapos si Daisy Valdez sa ikalawang pwesto matapos himuko kay Natsumi Taoka ng Japan.
It feels amazing. It's just a dream for me before here. I'm super stoked because Filipinos the athletes are really improving every time. Every year they're putting great show, like RJ, everyone, Rico, Jomari Daisy is doing well. And yeah, we will practice more for the next competitions here.
Inagmulta ni PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall ang Magnolia Hotshots forward na si Calvin Abueva. Ito ay matapos kutsain ng 8-time PBA All-Star si San Miguel Beer head coach George Gallant sa kanyang kondisyon noong Game 2 ng PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals. Ayon sa rulebook ng PBA, ang sinumang mangutya sa kapwa para sa pisikal na disabilidad ay mapapatawan ng parusang multa. 100,000 piso ang pinakamababang halaga para sa salang na ito. Wagi ng 2 silver medal ang Cebuana weightlifter star na si Elrin Ando sa 2024 Asian Weightlifting Championships sa Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Dahil dito, tumaas ang tsansa niyang mapabilang sa mga Pilipinong atleta na pasok sa Paris Olympics. Sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon, gaganapin sa bansa ang Asian Deaf International Bowling Championships sa Mayo. Ayon sa Philippine Tenbin Bowling Deaf Association, layo ng torneo na mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga hearing-impaired bowlers mula sa iba't ibang bansa na maipamalas ang kanilang husay sa naturang sport na gaganapin mula May 23 to 30 sa Santa Lucia East Bowling Center sa Cainta, Rizal. Inanunsyo ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas na maaari nang maglaro si Justin Brownlee para sa Gilas Pilipinas National Men's Basketball Team.
Hindi pa nakakatapak sa basketball court si Justin Brownlee kasunod ng kanyang anti-doping violation sa Gwangju Asian Games noong nagdaang Oktubre. Pero sa nalalapit na pagsisimula ng first window ng FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers ngayong Pebrero, isang magandang balita ang inihatid ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Nitong Sabado ng umaga, inanunsyo ng SBP na malapit nang magtapos ang pagkakasuspinde ni Brownlee na siyang nanguna sa gold medal campaign ng Gilas Pilipinas sa Asian Games. Sa kanyang panayam sa PTV Sports, sinabi ni SBP Executive Director Erica D na tila nabunutan sila ng tinik nang umayon ang FIBA sa retroactive suspension ni Brownlee. Ibig sabihin nito, isinama sa bilang ng kanyang suspensyon ang mga buwan kung saan voluntaryong hindi naglaro si Brownlee.
Masayang-masaya kami syempre, no? We were really hoping that he could join us during the window and it turns out that he can, no? The official date of when his suspension ends is going to be the 9th of February. So, saktong-sakto sa window natin by the end of the month.
Opisyal nang nilagdaan noong Sabado ang Memorandum of Agreement sa pagitan ng Department of Education at Cebu Local Government para sa hosting ng palarong pambansa ngayong taon. Sa pangunguna ni Vice President Sara Duterte at Cebu City Mayor Michael Rama, pinagtibay ang MOA para sa ikatlong beses na pagsasagawa ng palaro sa naturang probinsya. Pinakita ng Los Angeles Lakers sa publiko ang estatwa ng namayapa nilang superstar guard na si Kobe Bryant. Sa taas na 19 feet at bigat na 4,000 pounds na bronze statue, ipinakita ang isa sa mga hindi malilimutang pagkakataon sa karera ni Bryant, kung saan umiskoro siya ng career at franchise high na 81 points. Pinangunahan ng asawa ni Bryant na si Vanessa ang naging seremonya na dinaluhan rin ng ilang mga Lakers legends gaya nila Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Derek Fisher at dating head coach na si Phil Jackson. Samantala, ibinunyag din ni Vanessa na 2 estatwa pa ang balak na itayo para kay Bryant. Isa kasama ang kanilang anak na si Gigi at isa na suot ang kanyang jersey number 24.
Sa isang eksklusibong panayam ng PTV Sports kay dating PBA MVP at kasalukuyang assistant coach ng San Miguel Beer na si Renato Ato Agustin, Ibinahagi ni Atom Bomb ang kanyang makulay na karera at kung bakit sapat ang timing ng kanyang pagretiro noong 2001. Panoorin po natin ito.
Isa si Renato Ato Agustin sa mga di makakalimutang manlalaro sa mundo ng basketball. Isang sulyap lamang sa kanyang basketball resume, di maipagkakaila na isa siya sa mga accomplished cagers na gumawa ng pangalan sa PBA. Nang pumasok siya sa PBA noong 1989, aminado si Agustin na alam niyang mahihirapan siyang makakuha ng tamang playing time, lalo na't mga galing na players noon tulad ni Hector Calma, Samboy Lim at Franz Pumaren ang kalaban niya sa guard position.
Una, no, siyempre, nung amateur, nagpa-draft, bigla akong kinuha ng San Miguel with Bobby Jose. Siya yung first round pick, second round ako. And then, makakasama mo talaga talented team kasi galing NCC, alam ko yun, mga RP team yan eh. Hector Calma, Mon Fernandez, Elmer Reyes, Franz Pumaren, nandyan lahat, de kalidad, di best ding na dice. Yung mga nakakano mo. Of course, hindi ko naman expect na yung maano kakagad, no? Pero ano ko naman yun, nung bago ako, parang naano ko rin na mahirapan ako, no? Na makalaro dito ng matagal. Kumbaga, mabigyan ng playing time.
Dagdag ni Coach Ato, nagkataon lang na nung pagpasok niya ay may mga iniindang injury ang mga top stars ng koponan nung panahon na yun.
Hindi natin kagustuhan. That time, medyo na-injured yung mga key player like Samboy, Hector, Franz. Nung nagbigyan na ako ng break, ano ko na yun, samantalayin ko yun kasi yun na yung time, no? Tapos yung pagbalik nila, parang nasali na ako sa rotation.
Matapos siyang mabigyan ng big break, ibinahagi ng 6-time PBA All-Star kung paano lumago ang kanyang karera sa PBA.
Lalo na no, that time kasi 1989 ako pumasok, 1990, and then yun nga, na-injured 1991, which is nakuha ko yung most improved player. And then yun pa, nagsimula na yung yung career ko doon na 1992 na sinuwerte, nakuha ko nga yung MVP.
Ayon din kay Agustin, lalo na nung nagsibalikan ang mga main stars ng Beermen, siya mismo ang nagsabi kay Coach Norman na ibalik na lang siya sa second unit. Ngunit dahil sa kanyang magandang ipinapakita noon, di kinagulat niya ang sad sa kanya ng 11-time PBA champion coach.
For me, sabi ko nga kay Coach Norman noon, okay lang naman na mabalik ako dun sa second group na kasi sila naman talaga yung first group nun eh. Pero sabi niya, kailangan iyan muna nila yung yung pwesto mo bago sila Which is appreciate ko naman yung sinabi ni Coach Norman.
Aminado si Agustin na kung ginusto niya noong 2001 ay pwede pa siyang maglaro. Pero nagpasya na lang siyang magretiro noon matapos makuha ang kanyang 7th and last PBA title sa Red Bull.
Nag-retire ako. Actually, kaya ko pa eh. Kaya lang, parang gusto ko yung mag-exit ako ng mag-graceful. Hindi yung bago ka mag-retire, yung mag-exit ka, yung parang, uy, matanda na yan. Uy, ano ka na, mag-retire. So, yun, nag-champion pa kami ni Coach Sheng sa Red Bull. So, that's the time na after that, saan ako. Kumbaga, alam ko, may kumukuha pa sa akin, pero hindi ko na yun.
Abangan ng iba pang mga susunod nating balitang sports sa PTV News.
Ngayong hapon, masasaksihan natin ang nakaka-inspire na kwento na isang champion gymnast at kung paano niya nalampasan ang mga hamon sa kanyang buhay to live better. Nagsimula bilang laro sa kalsada, patakbo-takbo at patambling-tambling sa kahabaan ng kalye ng barangay Matang Tubig sa Tondo, Manila. Sino ang mag-aakala na ang nooy makulit at super bibo na bata na si Tina Onofre Loberanes ay maaabot ang mensay pinangarap na gintong medalya?
Yung journey ko po as a gymnast, nung bata ako, mahilig ako mag-tumbling sa kalsada, yung follow the leader, ganyan. Tapos, nung nakita ng tita ko na marunong ako mag-tumbling, pinasok niya ako sa school na which is yung friend niya is teacher na nagtuturo ng gymnastics. Doon po nag-start yung gymnastics ko.
Sa kanyang murang edad, naman agad ni Tina ng pagiging isang atleta, ang nais niyang tahakin sa buhay. At dahil dito, nagkaroon siya ng pagpapahalaga sa pagiging masipag at disiplinado.
Kasi tinuruan po ako nito na maging matapang at saka maging disiplin sa mga bagay, not only in gymnastics but also sa buhay ko. Pag pupunta ako dito sa gym, kailangan on time. Ganun din kapag pumapasok ako sa school, naging disiplin ako kung paano akong magbibigay ng oras, ng tamang oras, pag gigising, ganun.
Ang pagiging isang atleta ay hindi naging madali para sa 28-year-old gymnast. May mga sinakripisyo siya at isa na rito ang kanyang pag-aaral.
Yung isa po is, yung nag-training kami abroad, 6 months kami sa US. Kailangan ko mag-stop ng school para i-sacrifice yung dream ko as an athlete na makamit yung gold medal. Ang sarap lang sa feeling kasi alam mo yung binibigay mo yung best mo na makuha yung gold medal na yon para sa bansa mo. 20 years ako nandito sa gymnastics journey ko, pero 2021 ko lang siya nakamit.
Bukod dito, bago niya nakamit ang gintong medalya, marami ring dinaan ang hamon sa buhay si Tina.
I have meniscus tear, both of my knees. I have muscle spasm sa likod. Pero hindi naging hadlang yon na pursue ko yung gold medal ko sa SEA Games. Nagre-rehab po ako, like strengthen, conditioning, para kahit hindi siya operahan, nagsusupport yung muscles ko dun sa mga injuries ko.
Taong 2017 sa Malaysia Southeast Asian Games, nang makaranas siya ng isang hindi magandang aksidente na hindi niya malilimutan sa kanyang karera.
Sa SEA Games 2017 na not siya in the bad way, nagkaroon siya ng inspirasyon sa akin kasi nagkamali ako sa isang skills, which is napunta ako sa table ng judges. Pero nagtulak sa akin to para sa next SEA Games ko, control ko na yung emotions ko at saka yung excitement ko kasi that time parang sobrang excited ako dahil nakapasok ako ng finals.
Dumating din sa punto na binalak ni Tina na magretiro na sa pagiging isang gymnast. Bukod sa pagkakaroon ng sarili na niyang pamilya, siya ay nanganak ilang buwan bago ang 2021 Vietnam SEA Games.
Actually, wala po talaga akong plan na bumalik ulit. Pero yung boss po namin na si Attorney Sid Tayag at saka si Tito Arnold, yung nag-inspired sa akin na bumalik na syempre po athlete po ako, hindi kami same like as normal people na after mo mga anak, kailangan mo mag-rest, gano'n. Kaming mga athlete, mabilis yung healing namin. And syempre, yung lakas ng mind namin, isa din yun na nakatulong para po na mabilis yung pagbalik ko. Kasi after kong manganak, hindi ako nanganak normally kasi cesarean ako. Mga siguro 1 month rest and then bumalik na ako in the second month na light lang. Like walks, jogging, ganon. Masaya kasi kahit ganon yung sitwasyon ko, nasisaryan ako, nakabalik ako ng mas matibay kasi may inspirasyon ako, yung baby ko.
Isang blessing para kay Tina ang kanyang anak at naging inspirasyon at daan para matamo niya ang kanyang pinakahinihintay na gintong medalya sa 31st Southeast Asian Games na ginanap sa Hanoi, Vietnam.
Masarap sa feeling kasi nakatatlo akong SEA Games and after that na 6 years kong pag-aantay kasi every 2 years yung SEA Games. Na-fulfill ko siya. Not because na physically fit ako kasi after ko manganak, dun ko nakamit yung gold medal eh. So parang fulfilling siya kasi di ko siya nagawa nung time na as in buo yung katawan ko. Nagawa ko siya after I gave birth.
Sa kanyang pagbabalik tanaw, hindi maiwasang mapangiti si Tina sa tamis ng tagumpay na kanyang natatamasa. Ang buhay niya noon ay ibang-iba sa kinaroroonan niya ngayon.
Sobrang if maglo-look back po ako, sobrang layo niya na. Kasi dati parang namumulot pa ako ng pako para lang magkapera ako. Or nanghihingi ako sa mga tao ng pwede kong ibenta para lang mabigay ko sa parents ko, gano'n. Tapos ngayon, lahat ng hindi ko nakukuha before, nakakain. Alam niyo po yung parang kahit papano nakalayo na kami dun sa buhay namin dati. And sobrang happy ako kasi dito ako pinunta ni God sa gymnastics. Kasi kung nandun ako sa Tondo, baka siguro hanggang ngayon, andun pa rin, hindi magbabago yung life namin. Hindi lang po sa sports ko, kundi sa buhay ko binago niya. Kasi dati, squatter po kami nakatira. Ngayon, as of now, nakabili po ako ng rent-to-own. Yun po yung nagpaaral sa kapatid ko, naging scholar, ako'y nagpaaral sa kanya gamit yung mga allowance ko, yung mga napapanalunan ko. And naging scholar ako dahil sa gymnastics po. And hanggang ngayon, yung passion ko as a gymnast, nasi-share ko siya sa mga bata dito sa LTSA na maging katulad din nila ako in the future. And yung pangarap ko para sa kanila is maabot ng SEA Games, yung dream ng lahat, yung Olympics, gano'n. Sobrang iba talaga yung gymnastics life journey ko. Binago niya lahat ng pananaw ko sa buhay.
Sa kanyang pagre-retiro, ang kanyang tanging misyon ay maipasa ang kanyang galing at kaalaman sa sport na kanyang patuloy na minamahal at makahubog ng mga future generation of champion gymnasts.
Ang plan ko po is mapurso ko po yung coaching ko, mabigay ko po or mapasa ko yung passion ko sa mga gymnast ko na maging champion din sila in the future sa SEA Games. And syempre po as a coach and naging athlete and gymnast din po ako, gusto kong maging not only na coach lang nila, kundi maging ate or nanay na nandito ako para sa kanila, emotionally, physically, na nakaguide hanggang throughout the journey na makamit yung pangarap nila.
Sa kwento ng buhay ni Tina Onofre Loberanes, ay masasabi natin ang pagiging isang kampyon ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pagtungtong sa podium finish at makuha ang tropeyo. Ito ay tungkol sa araw-araw na pagsusumikap at matibay na hangad na mapagtagumpayan ng mga laban at hamon ng buhay. Ang kanyang nananaig na passion at purpose sa buhay ang nagtulak sa kanya upang makayanan ng lahat ng sakit, luha at sakripisyo. Ito rin ang nagbigay sa kanya ng lakas ng loob upang huwag matakot sa kanyang paglalakbay tungo sa kanyang golden success sa buhay at sa gymnastics. At dyan na nagtatapos ang ating episode ngayong hapon. My name is Meg Siozon, encouraging everyone to live better.
Pasiglahin ang bawat umaga na puno ng good vibe.
Sari-saring mga impormasyon at kaalaman.
Kaya halina't mag-chill at enjoy!
Kasama ang iyong RSP Barkada dito lang sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas!
Tayong mga Pilipino ay kilalang may malalim na pagmamahal sa martial arts na may iba't ibang disiplina tulad ng karate. Ito ay pinaniniwala ang isang epektibong sistema ng self-defense at pinapabuti ang ating life skills at values. Isang Pinoy karateka na humakot ng karangalan ang makakasama natin para turuan tayo ng fundamentals upang mas lalong makilala ang sport na ito. Ako si Sheila Salaysay and this is Inside Sports. Ngayon, makakasama ko ay isang Southeast Asian Games medalist, two-time world champion in International Shotokan Karate Federation, ranked first in virtual kata world ranking, at walang iba kundi si Sensei James De Los Santos. Hi, Sensei. Sensei, apart from the awards I've mentioned previously, you've won a number of international and national competitions. So which of them do you like most, and how did you start with karate?
Well, okay, going first to how I started karate, I started when I was 13 years old, and the reason for that is because I was a victim of bullying, and it was my uncle that recommended to my dad that I try out karate. And back then, my dad had a close friend who was a 4th or 5th Dan black belt, And so then I have to be honest though, I didn't like karate in the beginning. I just looked at it as an extra activity that my mom and dad wanted me to join. Like ayoko talaga. Kasi mahirap talaga ang training that time because my sensei would do really rigid basics with me. There was even a point where I almost quit. Pero during 2005, the Southeast Asian Games was hosted here in the Philippines. Then swerte lang that karate was hosted in Cebu. And so my sensei told my parents, why don't you let James watch the SEA Games and see what he thinks of it? And also, I skipped school to watch the SEA Games that time. And my teachers, they excused me for that because they thought it was a very good reason. Tapos when I saw the national team back then competing and I saw the crowd like going wild talaga, and it's what inspired me. It kind of na-realize na ako that I really love karate and I wanted to also represent the national team one day and also compete eventually in the SEA Games and other international competitions. Then many years later, starting from then, yeah, I was able to represent in the SEA Games 3 times. I've won 2 bronze medals out of it. And with this, I've also competed in, as mentioned earlier, in the World Shoto Cup, won it twice. And the pandemic, I would say, was winning those tournaments was very memorable for me because I remembered competing almost every day. Minsan, 3 tournaments in one day just to hit the #1 ranking. But then all that's already done. And so now I'm dedicated to teaching karate, and maybe someday I'll see maybe 1 or more of my students become successful in their own right. That's my new dream.
Okay, so marami namang nakakaalam what is karate. Okay, this particular sport. But for you, how would you define karate? And of course, can you tell me more about the styles and techniques and what is your personal style? Can I say that?
Okay. So karate is a Japanese martial art. It originally came from the Ryukyu Kingdom in Okinawa, which is now considered a part of Japan. And I would say that karate, it translates to empty hands in Japanese. Well, because most of the techniques that I have learned throughout my years were just with empty hands. But I think, as far as I know, there are weapons also being used in karate. And the style that I take is Shotokan. It's one of the modern styles that I'm still currently learning. Like, even though I've been in it for many years, I still consider myself a student. And whatever I'm learning right now, I'm also teaching my students as well.
Okay. Now, napag-usapan na natin yung karate sensei. Now, can we go to the equipment, the uniform?
Okay. So what we are wearing right now, it's the karate gi, and then, or we call it dogi. And also, we also wear our belts. The belts come in different colors. So the belt you're wearing right now, that's white belt, that's for the beginner level. And then there's black belt, which is for like those who have already been in karate for a long time, have practiced it well, passed the promotional exams, all hard work and tears. But then, so this is pretty much basically it. But in sport karate, there are 2 types of uniforms. The one I'm wearing is for kata, so it's more stiff and crispy. It makes a lot of sound. Whereas in kumite, the kumite dogi, it's more of like a very light and very loose, thin fabric, because you can move around much easier in terms of like when you're sparring.
Now, Sensei, a lot of people is familiar with karate that it is a self-defense, but not a lot knows that it has different styles and events. So ano-ano tong mga styles and events?
Well, actually, because as I mentioned earlier, my main style is Shotokan, but there's also different other styles like Gojo-ryu, Shito-ryu, Wado-ryu, Ryuei-ryu, Ginsei-ryu. There's many. The way to tell the difference, you can differentiate between styles, is in the kata, because there are some styles that have longer execution of techniques, or like, for example, longer stances, whereas some have shorter stances, or sometimes like the blocks are the same, it's basically the same, but it's just executed differently. Like those are some of the technicalities. That's how you can tell the differences in between styles, especially if, I mean, even if you are a beginner and have no background in karate, that's one way of telling.
Well, you have already mentioned about the technicalities. Now, can you tell us briefly what are the rules of kata and the do's and don'ts?
Well, because me as a kata player, I've represented for 11 years in the national team as a kata player. So with kata, it's performing, kata is defined as a sequence of techniques that one uses to defend himself against an imaginary opponent. So with kata competition, your goal is to make as little to no mistakes as possible. It's really a very subjective competition. So like, let's say for example, if you stumble or make the wrong sequence, that's already considered deduction. Or forgetting the sequence, that's already considered disqualification. So the training for kata is very strict and very tedious. So usually I would practice one kata how many times a day just for one performance. So that's the crucial part there about kata. It does, yeah. There's a lot of pressure when performing in kata. But as long as you've practiced, as long as you've done the sequence, memorized everything during your training, and as long as you stay confident with your performance, I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now I'm a bit familiar with kata and the technicalities. What are some of the techniques of kata that you're going to teach me?
Well, before we even get into kata or kumite, because I always tell my students this, and my sensei also a long time ago has always told me this: if you want to have good kata, you have to first and foremost practice your basics. Okay. Always, because basically the basics or kihon will be applied in the kata that you perform. So it's basically the roots of kata are all in the basics. If you have, I always tell my students also, if you have lousy basics, your kata will be lousy. But if you have good basics, your kata will be good as well. So some of these basics, like basic punching, like this, and then basic, this is called the basic punching. And then we have blocking as well. This one is downward block. This one is the rising. And then outside block, this one, inside block, and then this, knife hand block. So these are some of the basic blocking techniques. And we also have kicking. So this one, front kick, like this, roundhouse kick, like that, and then side kick. Those are some of the basics that I teach my students. Oh. Yes! Very good. On, tip. Hello everyone, this is Sensei James De Los Santos. So what I will be showing you right now is kata. Now kata is described as a sequence of events that one uses to defend himself or herself against an imaginary opponent. So when you perform kata, you always have to imagine that there is someone in front of you. So joining me will be my student, Ryan, and we will show you guys our first basic kata, which is Taikyoku Shodan. So it's basically a kata that's composed of just two techniques. So Ryan, let's start. Keioi, srets, and get skip, and rei, and katap. Keioi. Okay, we'll go slowly first. Okay, so maybe it's better, yeah, I'll stay here so that we'll have even spacing. So we'll go slow first, and yeets. Yeah, then knee. Very good. San. Okay, a little more spacing. Then yi. Then turn, go. Then rock. Sit. Then kai. Kaya. Okay, turn, yits. Ni. San. And shi. And go. Rock. Sit. And kai. Kaya. Then turn, yits. Ni. San. Shi.
Tulad ng ibang sport, pinalalakas ng karate ang ating pangangatawan at pinagtitibay ang ating isipan. Emotional stability, self-confidence, at increased self-esteem.
So just remember, guys, that all these are the things that are taught in karate, these values. However, one must always remember that karate is not just a sport or a martial art. It is a way of life. Whatever you learn in your own dojo, you have to also apply these values and principles in every aspect of your life in order to better your own character. This is James De Los Santos.
I'm Sheila Salaysay, and this is
Inside Sports.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Walang makapagsasabi kung ano ang mga numerong mananalo sa lahat ng PCSO games. Huwag maniwala sa mga text messages, liham o tawag sa telepono na nagsasabing magbibigay daw sila ng tip kapalit ng pera o cellphone load. Bumili ng tickets sa mga PCSO authorized outlets at PCSO branches bago ang actual draw. back, Lotto Philippines! We are now on the second batch of digit prizes, kaya i-ready na ang 2D and 3D Lotto tickets nyo ngayong Sabado ng hapon, February 10, 2024. Today's the Chinese New Year, kaya naman nakikiisa po ang PCSO sa lahat ng Filipino-Chinese nating kababayang nagdiriwang ng Chinese New Year ngayon. May this be a prosperous New Year to all of us. At dahil maraming okasyon ngayong February, susunod naman na ang araw ng mga puso. Ilang araw na lang at Valentine's Day na. And to make your heart's day more exciting, may sorpresa ang PCSO para sa inyo. On February 14, ayain na si Honey, si Mommy or Daddy, si Sisi or Beshi na pumunta sa PCSO Games Online Hub sa PCSO Main Office in Mandaluyong City. Bawat magpartner na maaga pa lamang ay bibili na ng 4D Lotto tickets worth 20 pesos ay makakatanggap ng 100 pesos worth of Mega Lotto 645 or Grand Lotto 655 tickets for free. At para sa mga real-life couples, may free goodies and other surprises pa. Pwede ring maglaro ng permutation or roleplay at may katumbas din itong free tickets. For the love of the game ito mga kalaro. Kaya set your early date na on February 14, G na sa PCSO Games Online Hub and buy your tickets na. Alright, to kickstart our 5 p.m. draw, makakasama ko maglalaro ang ilang Lotto players who will witness and certify our Lotto draw proceedings. Siyempre, di rin pwedeng mawala ang mga representatives ng PCSO and the Commission on Audit. And to assist us with our draws, we have our PCSO Draw Coordinator. Good afternoon, sir. Silipin naman natin ang mga naging kaganapan bago ang live Lotto draws. Pilipinas, game ka na bang maglaro at manalo? Hawakan na ang mga tickets and let's play your favorite Lotto games. It's so easy to play and win dito sa 2D Lotto game. Simply mark your two numbers from 1 to 31 sa bawat subset ng 2D Lotto play slip. 10 pesos lang ito per combination. You win 4,000 pesos per 10 peso play kapag nagmatch ang two lucky numbers ninyo sa mapipiling 2D Lotto winning combination in exact order. Kung nanalo naman by playing the Rambolito system play, 2,000 pesos ang premyo. And here's our 2D Lotto winning combination. For the first number, we have 26. And the second number is 18. Recapping our 2D Lotto winning combination for the 5 p.m. draw, we have 26 and 18 in exact order. Not so lucky with your two numbers? Baka nasa 3 numbers na ang swerte mo. Let's play 3D Lotto. For those who have just tuned in, nasa 3D Lotto game na po tayo. We have 10 draw balls number 0 to 9 sa bawat machine. To win 4,500 pesos, kailangan lang mag-match ang 3 numbers ninyo sa mapipiling 3D Lotto winning combination in exact order. Pag Rambolito system play naman, you can win 750 pesos or 1,500 pesos. Thrice daily ang papremyo every 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. At narito na ang resulta ng 3D Lotto draw. The first number is 4. The second number is 5. And the third number is 1. Again, our 3D Lotto winning combination for the 5 p.m. draw is 4, 5, and 1 in exact order. Congratulations to all the winners! For your chance to become a Lotto winner, ticket lang po ang kailangan ninyo. Pwede kayong bumili ng tickets sa suking Lotto outlet or through the e-Lotto app. Kung paano mag-register, panoorin po natin.
Ang paborito ninyong Lotto, may online na. Talagang nasa palad mo ang swerte sa e-Lotto. Napakadali lang mag-register dito with your mobile phones. Using your web browser, pumunta sa www.pcso.gov.ph. You can click the e-Lotto banner o iscan ang QR code to download the app right away. Confirm your age pagbukas ng e-Lotto app. Paalala, only 18 years old and above can play and win. Click the login or register button para makagawa ng user account. Click register account. This action will direct you to the terms and conditions page wherein you will be required to read and click the I agree button to proceed with the registration. Sa mobile tab, i-type ang inyong cellphone number. I-click ang send button sa baba nito para makatanggap ng OTP. Once received via SMS, i-type ang matatanggap na 5-number OTP. Maglagay ng 6 to 12 alphanumeric combination as your PIN or password. Kailangan i-confirm ang PIN o password sa susunod na box at ito ay dapat kaparehas ng napili ninyong PIN. Then click the register button. You will be directed to a page kung saan kailangang ilagay ang ilang required personal information gaya ng full name, gender, birthday, email address, phone numbers at iba pa, then click submit. At ito na ang final step, ang application for verification. Mag-upload ng picture or scanned copy ng inyong government-issued ID. Make sure clear ang picture ng harap at likod ng inyong valid ID. You can scroll down for reminders and list of IDs na pwedeng i-upload. Bago kumuha at mag-upload ng inyong selfie, siguraduhin na well-lighted ang lugar na pagkukuhanan ng picture. Sa pagkuha ng selfie, hawakan ang ID malapit sa inyong mukha. Siguraduhin hindi blurred at kita ang features ng inyong mukha sa i-upload na larawan. Then, click submit. Paalala, nagsasagawa po ng human verification para masiguro na 18 years old and above lamang ang makaka-access at makakapaglaro sa online betting platform. If you are already verified, pwede nang gamitin at ma-enjoy ang paglalaro ng Lotto via our e-Lotto app. O diba? Napakadali lang sumali dito. Tara, mag-e-Lotto na!
Maayong hapon STL players! Parami na ng parami ang STL agents na authorized gamitin ang national draw results for their STL operations. And to check kung kasali na rin ba ang suking STL agent nyo, narito po ang updated list. Mga mahahalagang paalala mula sa PCSO, pag-usapan natin sa segment na What You Should Know. Reminder po sa lahat ng Lotto players na may tickets pa na nabili until September 30, 2023, pwede nyo na lamang pong ipavalidate ang mga yan dito sa PCSO main office. Habang ang mga tickets naman na nabili simula October 1, 2023 ay pwedeng ipavalidate sa kahit saang Lotto outlet nationwide, PCSO branch offices, or dito sa PCSO main office. At para naman sa mga hihingi ng gamot mula sa PCSO, narito po ang paraan.
Para po sa kalaman ng lahat, sa ilalim ng PCSO Medical Access Program. Lahat po ng kahilingan para sa magamot na pang-chemotherapy, post-kidney or liver transplantation, hemophilia at e-poetin injection ay kailangan ng kalakip na official quotation galing sa retailers, drugstores, pharmacies, ospital o dialysis centers. Para sa kumpletong listahan, bisitahin ang PCSO website. I-click ang e-services tab at i-click ang list of medicine providers accepting PCSO guarantee letter nationwide. Para sa karagdagang kaalaman, magpadala ng mensahe sa email address na pcsomain.charity@pcso.gov.ph para sa NCR. Maaari ring makipag-ugnayan sa Charity Assistance Department sa telepono bilang 8366-3329 o kaya sa pinakamalapit na PCSO branch na matatagpuan sa directory ng PCSO website.
It's recap time! Let's start with the 2D Lotto winning numbers. We have 26 and 18 in exact order. For 3D Lotto, we have 4, 5, and 1 in exact order. Congratulations, Lotto winners! To know how you can claim your prizes, let's watch this.
Napakasaya ng manalo, napakadali pang mag-claim ng premyo sa mga Lotto games ng PCSO. Kung isa ka sa pinalad na maging Lotto winner, isulat lang ang inyong pangalan at pirmahan ang likod ng inyong winning ticket. Kung 20 pesos hanggang 10,000 pesos ang napanalunan, maaaring i-claim ang inyong premyo sa kahit saang authorized Lotto outlets near you. And for winners of more than 10,000 pesos up to 300,000 pesos, you can claim your prizes at the nearest PCSO branch in your area and present 2 valid IDs. Kung ikaw naman ang super swerteng jackpot winner, dalhin lamang ang inyong winning ticket at 2 valid IDs sa PCSO main office, Shaw Boulevard, Mandaluyong City. Tandaan lamang may 1 taon kayo mula sa petsa ng inyong pagkapanalo para makapag-claim ng inyong premyo. To all the winners, congratulations po!
Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong, kawang gawa sa lahat sinusulong. PCSO, PCSO.
Kung hindi sinuwerte ngayong hapon, baka nasa 9 p.m. na ang swerte ninyo. So try your luck na at bili na ng inyong tickets for tonight's draws. Ang mga games natin mamayang gabi, we have